Hello, my friends, and welcome to FISHTORY, and happy Halloween a bit early. So, today I want to take you through the mad mind of me, and I want to show you how many takes go into making a video and just some other nonsense that when I'm creating a video, this is the kind of stuff I put together that you guys will never see. And I'm hoping that the Discord, which is now available under the term FISHTORY exclamation point, so go check it out and become a member if you'd like to participate. I'm going to show you the stuff that hopefully I can be sharing on there a little more that usually never sees the light of day. Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the madness that is my phone. So I'm going to show you, I do all my editing from my phone because my laptop bit the dust years ago, and due to all my medical bills, I just haven't had the money to drop, $2.5 to $3 grand on a video editing type setup laptop. So I've been using a phone, a nice phone, but a phone. So here we go. Let me just show you like the last video, the one on scuds. So I tried the intro. And today we are going to be taking a look at one of my favorite aspects. Okay, so we try that once, right? Okay, we record the whole thing, 5 whole minutes of it. I show scuds up close, yada, yada, yada. Well, then I decided, well, okay, I need a thumbnail. And what am I going to use as a thumbnail? Well, I need to take a bunch of shots of the scuds. And then I thought, oh no, you can see the water damage on the ceiling in this one. That's not good. And so I thought, okay, well, we need to take some more, obviously. Then I try to get that out of the lights. Then I think, oh man, the tanks look really dirty. How am I looking? Do I look okay? Oh, there's a big shadow on my nose. There's a glare. On and on. So then I think, okay, well, I'm going to need B-roll for all these scuds. So I start filming all these scuds doing scuddy things. And each of these clips is like, 45 seconds to several minutes. You actually saw some of this footage in there. And then, I took each one of these play things. With the yellow. They're all clips that I was thinking, is that going to be relevant? And there's random, like, oh, my wife and I went out to dinner. Yay, she looks so pretty. But then also, oh, okay, I got distracted by some fish, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I make a post about that or whatever. And then it's like, okay, back to the scuds. Close-up of scuds. Then I get off of here and I think, okay, well, I got to do some scud research. And to do research, of course, and this was over the course of days and days, I go to Google and then I type in the word scholar. That's a big tip for everybody. And then go to Google Scholar. Then this is a whole search engine where you can either search through case law and common law in the US or Europe or Canada, or you can look through scientific journal articles. So we want scuds. But if you do scuds, this is what you'll find. Let's try that. Oh, yeah, it's about, like, missiles. We don't need that. So then we got to think, okay, well, the Latin name. So that would be Gamaris. And then I happen to know Pulex is the species we're looking for. So then you look through all these articles and you think, oh, man, what do we need to talk about if we're talking about color enhancing? And so you think about, well, I don't know, maybe nutrition. Like, who would have done research on this? So then we go to nutrition, and in the process I've also done all sorts of research into how much the amphipod world has as far as species, what's in the hobby, which one is it that we're looking at, have to double check all that, have to look through footage and see, is that what's in the hobby, is that the common one, or am I mistaken? So it's little things like that I'm always checking. So then we go into looking at like color enhancing. You could go into that. That could be the whole video right there. Parasite-induced changes in behavior and color make the scuds more prone to fish predation. So yes, it does matter. I mean, I did go down that trail. It's a whole thing. And then you can look at, okay, here we are, carotenoids improving the immunity of crustaceans. So it's actually good for the scuds. And then we go into here and we get into a whole rabbit trail of digestion and all these boring. Let's work on the thumbnail. That's all anyone cares about anyways. Let's work on the thumbnail. These are just versions of thumbnails. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I totally redo a thumbnail, but I mean, look how many versions. I'll have like a version and then I'm like, oh, look, Alex, you don't have good looking teeth, so let's edit some teeth in there. And then I get on some like side tangent of, okay, I'm gonna put top teeth in from an old photo. What Why would you do that, you crazy man, you? But, you know, who knows? Oh, do I want yellow outlines? Do I want, what color lettering? I mean, you never know. And, you know, like little elements that go later, like this little thing in the corner. Yeah, well, that might be in the video. Do I want to say discount code? Do I not? I don't know. How tall should Heiko be? Oh, wait, Heiko's not even going to show up for the interview? Oh, well, not that big of a loss. So then, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I'm losing it. See, that's why I make crazy thumbnails like this sometimes. But I digress. Article things that may or may not be relevant. So I don't know what I'm going to go into. Maybe I will, you know, accept all. Then maybe I will talk about a whole bunch of things that are covered in these articles. And so I go through, I scroll, I look at all the different charts and graphs and images, and, you know, okay, so maybe I decide I keep some of that stuff. Meanwhile, I've got 8 different tabs open. Some just me, Kelly Clarkson, I have no idea why that's open, but, you know, Guppy Genetics, that's still open, and, oh, bioluminescent scuds, oh, yeah, there's some that glow in the dark, and, yeah, some that are red also, but not because of their diet. Are they Gammarus, like actual amphipods? Yes, and there's pictures of them, and yeah, so that's great, that's cool. Another thing that's contradicting the fact that I made this video. But let's go look at, like, me doing this for hours and hours. What do I come up with? What do I save as images for the videos? Alright, so here's where you really see the madness. It's things that, you know, I've liked and found interesting that I've saved. Like, oh, look at this, it's a catfish in North Carolina that's living inside a stump and is taking care of its babies. What does that have to do with scuds? Nothing. Alright, so we made a thumbnail, and we made a thumbnail just today, literally, and you can see what day it was by me talking about the Discord. There was a professor that was posting online, Michael Lowe, and showing all these crazy loaches and different, Asian fish. These are the ones that are in my aquarium, you know, my beautiful, colorful loaches. I was trying to identify them simultaneously. Then I think, oh, maybe I should do a video on that. And then I think, okay, well, I'm going to need a face reaction for the thumbnail. Well, maybe I shouldn't even put my face in it. Maybe I'll do this, because you can see the carotenoids showing off the redness, and, oh, no, it doesn't make sense. Well, what about this? And then I'm like, well, I don't even really show that fish. And then you go down here and you realize, okay, this is where Alex really goes crazy. So when making a video, do I need this? Yeah, that's valid. That should be in there. But then there's things like these charts that I have to do a whole search on and look through papers and figure out, okay, where do I show biomagnification? Well, I could do a whole video on that, but we're just going to touch on it for a moment. And so for me, it's constantly limiting myself, saying, Alex, don't go into that. It's a whole other thing. Like, how do I show wild salmon versus farm salmon? Do I show this graphic, or do I show the different impact of the different carotenoids on an actual black sea trout's flesh when they feed it a whole bunch in a farm? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's just, it goes off the deep end quick. And then you can see that I'm looking at all sorts of different research papers through Google Scholar and through universities. And you can see that I'm highlighting different things that I think might be relevant. And then we've got everything from, like, vitamins and the nutrition info that I shared that's only on screen for a split second. But if you see an image, you can rest assured that I probably took at least, you know, 10-15 minutes to come up with some little infographic like this one here. Or I might, you know, cut and paste, get rid of half of it and use another half of it. Look for ads of products that were showing the same chemicals, looking for just, like, I don't know why I made this in Photoshop, but I thought maybe we would have headers for each section of the video. And then, you know, I need little things like just the YouTube logo. I need to drop that in. So but there's just all these things that I'm constantly looking for. I'm making sure also, like, is this open source? Is it in a place where it says it's free to use as long as you leave open attribution, or do you even have to attribute to it? Like, what's like, I can't use these without getting this guy's permission. Well, luckily he's on my friends list, so I would get his permission if I was going to do that. These are my photos. So then I go through my photos, which I have literally tens of thousands of photos on different drives and devices, just for this reason, just so that there'll be things. Now I'm starting to accumulate just tons of video. So let's hop back to the video for 1 sec. And this is all just to get a little slice of how I made a 10-minute video. There's literally like 5 hours of content here. It's really ineffective. It's really ridiculous, and I know that I'm out of control. Okay, so here we are looking at all the video footage that I took. And right now, we literally have, this is all scud stuff. So all the way to, wow, I guess to probably about here maybe, like this video, or maybe this, yeah, this video. So that's all scud footage. Some of it's just clips, just a minute. Some of it's thinking, oh, what if I need it oriented the other way? What if I need a video that's going to show scuds portrait mode? And so I might have already deleted most of those, but thinking that maybe I would, to promote this video by making a short about it, then I've got different, yeah, here we go, like scuds showing in this view mode, and then feeding different animal scuds. And a lot of the videos I only use a second or two out of, but this is like, a minute straight of them doing their thing. And then sometimes I'll notice, oh, there's something on the camera, or you got to clean the aquarium, or whatever it may be. And this is all happening while you guys know that I don't really keep super clean. I don't clean the tanks all the time. I don't clean the glass every day or anything. Like, what you see is what you get on this channel very frequently. Here I like it though. You can see all the little parameciums, and then I want to go on a side tangent about them, and probably will go on a side tangent about them. I'll probably end up, stopping all this and then hopping out and being like, okay, well, I need to find footage of, what do I need to find footage of? Okay, I guess I want to find footage of just some fish swimming around, or just some plants, or, oh, maybe raccoons. No, we wouldn't need that. Maybe footage of, wild scuds and how big they can get. I don't know. Maybe footage of other creatures, or like shrimp, and how scuds look when they're in the shrimp tank, and like how they're a pest. Nope, that's a dead end. We don't need any of that footage. So I just never know when I'm gonna need the footage, and it ends up being just a wild goose chase. And I mean, some of this is like really long, and this is before I even get to editing, which I won't bore you with, but I just needed to share some of this madness with someone. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, I have an issue. I need to just go back to, I have an idea, I did the research, and I'm going to film it in one take. I'll make 2, maybe 3 different takes, and then I'll pick the best one, and I'll add in the infographic stuff. Maybe that's what I should do. But instead, lately, I've been taking like a week and a half to make content, and then I totally clog up all my devices. I've got a Google Drive, I've got the Microsoft OneDrive and the Amazon storage, and I also have the Dropbox and flash drives and old school hard drives. Some of it's backed up, some of it's the Samsung this or that, and some of it's the Verizon this or... Guys, I need an editor is what I need. But I just wanted to share with you some of the things like that go into just that scud video. Like, I'm going to delete all that now, and it's going to go away forever. And maybe some of it had some value, but most of it's going to get gone unless it made it for the final cut. I'll probably get rid of most of it. So that's the insanity that is Alex and the process lately since I've been out of the hospital since this summer. And I need to bring it back in and focus a little better. Also, it's getting really cold tonight. It's like 42 degrees, so I'm going to get back inside. Thanks for watching. If you're still watching, you are a diehard loyalist, as they say, rebel scum, if you will. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.